Welcome back to our NCAA football win total series. We continue in the ACC with another new ACC team. We're on to Stanford. And really, Stanford was pretty good for a while. Jim Harbaugh built them up. They were 8-5 in 2009, 12-1 in 2010 in an Orange Bowl win. He moves on. David Shaw shows up. Bowl games from 2011 through 2018, and then 4 wins in 2019, 4-2 in 2021, 3-9 in 21 and 22. And that brings in Troy Taylor last year. Troy Taylor coming in from Sacramento State. And it started off with a nice win. They beat Hawaii to start the season. Then they lose at USC, lose to Sacramento State, lose against Arizona by 1, lose to Oregon, and then they beat Colorado in double overtime. They lost to UCLA, they lost to Washington, they won at Washington State, lost at Oregon State, lost against Cal, and then they lose against Notre Dame at home. But it was 6 ranked teams last year and a tough schedule, and they don't face that level of schedule this year. We look at the team this year, it's going to start with Ashton Daniels. Ashton Daniels showed some big promise last year. He had some big passing games. He's also a good runner. He can keep this offense moving. There's definitely some promise in another year for him. At wide receiver, Tiger Bachmeier is second on the team, 409 yards last year. They have a solid tight end in Sam Roush. Alec Ayamaner was solid last year. He had 294 yards against Colorado. He can make some big plays as well. They need a running back, though. Justin Lamson and Ashton Daniels, both quarterbacks, led the team in rushing last year. E.J. Smith was the top back, only 218 yards, and he's gone now. Cedric Irvin's probably going to be the main guy. He needs to step up. And the offensive line, the pass protection needs to be stronger. They need to be better in the run game. But good news, they bring back all 5 starters. Experience and consistency there. Defense was atrocious last year. 129th in the nation in total defense and scoring defense. The linebackers are pretty good. They're definitely the strength of the defense. Jathan Bernadel and Tristan Sinclair were about 160 tackles last year. They should be good. David Bailey's an all right pass rusher. The line's got to be a little bit better. Bailey helps out a lot there, but they have some okay tackles. There's just not a lot of depth there. Secondary was really rough last year, but the corners are okay. Colin Wright and Zarian Mulaney are back. They bring back 2 of the top 3 safeties, including Mitch Lieberger. Real big thing, though, is they've got to figure out how to stop the run. They did not do that well last year, and that's something that has to be better for them. Overall, it's going to be all about the running game as we look at their 2024 schedule. And there's some favorability in this schedule. We start out August 30th against TCU, probably going to be a loss, but September 7th, they get Cal Poly. That's going to be a win, and then they have a bye. They travel to Syracuse September 20th, and I actually lean win in this game. I'm not a big fan of Syracuse this year. I think they can pull that off. September 28th, they're at Clemson. That's going to be a loss. October 5th, Virginia Tech. I lean loss, but this is definitely a game. Stanford likes to pull an upset a year. This could be it. October 12th at Notre Dame. That's not going to be an upset. That's a loss. October 19th, SMU. I lean win there. October 26th, they're home again against Wake Forest. I lean win there. November 2nd, at NC State. That will be a loss before a November 9th bye. November 16th, Louisville at home. I lean loss. November 23rd, at Cal. I lean loss. And then they go to San Jose State to end the year, and I lean win there. Over-under set everywhere at 4.5 or 3.5 with the over heavily juiced. I have this as a 5-win team. I think they could slip out 5. They could have an amazing year and get to a bowl game. So we're actually going to go over to Bet Rivers. They have an over 4 at plus 105. I think the worst outcome here is we get a push, but let's take the plus money on that one. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. We'll be back next time.